Hello and welcome to your weekly news bulletin. I'm Adriana Johns and here's everything you need to know about the weekly local news. Coming up in today's bulletin, a Truro local has been arrested after spending 28 hours on a rooftop. Danger on the roads as police warn students who are walking late at night on the A39. We also spoke with local Coast Guard James Instance to gain some knowledge on how students can keep safe near the Cornish coast. Also in today's bulletin, we take a look into local attitudes towards cannabis following the legislation of recreational use in Canada. Truro City Football Club could be moving back to their home ground at Truro Road after 3 months of ground sharing with Torquay. Now we all know that Cornwall can be a strange yet wonderful place. However, a man spending 28 hours on a roof throwing tiles at people and cars exceeds this notion. Joseph Macy and Kieran Buggs are in Truro to find out more.
We're on George Street in Truro, where behind me a man spent 28 hours on the rooftop fending off police yesterday. The incident that started at 10:15 AM on Tuesday saw a man in cycling gear clamber onto the roof and begin throwing tiles down. Those in the homes underneath were then locked in for 28 hours as police cordoned off the area. The man has since been arrested. As you can see behind me, Cornwall Council are now attending to the incident and have begun retiling the rooftops.
Now we're heading over to the A39 between Falmouth and Penryn. Police have issued a warning to students regarding the dangerous walk home. Mia Howlett is at the Asda bypass to get further information.
We are at the Penryn A39 bypass today talking about the safety of student pedestrians. Now many students, especially first years, make this journey along the road from Falmouth campus and from the town back up to Penryn campus for lectures and for their halls. Recently, 2 students were picked up. They were unlit and wearing dark clothing. Now, the police were very concerned about this. They went to Falmouth University asking them to tell students they need to be safe and try and avoid this route. We are asking who is responsible for the safety of student pedestrians. Is it Cornwall Council? Should the police be doing more? And what should Falmouth University be doing about this issue? This has been Mia Howlett reporting for Truthfal here at the A39 Penryn bypass.
Following the wake of Storm Callum, it's important to know how to live safely by the coast. Our correspondent Josh Holmes spoke to local Coast Guard James Instance to find out more.
It's a matter of encouraging people to be safe for themselves, just to be aware of what the risks are. So, if you're going to go surfing, don't go on your own, go with friends, make sure that your kit is up to purpose, make sure your leash fits, make sure that your board is, not going to break, and that people know where you are and where you're going. If you're going to go swimming, on a beach, if it isn't a lifeguarded beach, again, make sure that you're going in numbers, that somebody is ashore and able to raise the alarm if something goes wrong. So it's just a matter of familiarising yourself with the environment, familiarising yourself with the area. Be aware of the fact that the tide comes in and out, what the tide time is, what the risks are. Ask a question. If I go here, can I walk around there? Will the tide come in? Will it cut me off? So the advice would be, go for it. Really enjoy yourself. If you're going to come down to Cornwall, you're going to come to Falmouth. One of the reasons to be here is because it's stunning, because the water, because the coast, because the beaches, because it's so inviting, because it's so much fun and so much activity to do, but do it safely. Have an idea of some of the challenges, some of the risks that might be there. Join clubs and associations where you can get good instruction, good equipment and good advice. So go that way, and don't take the 50-50 risk. It's one of the things that people will do. I'll do this, it'll be okay. Well, maybe just take a 1-second break. Just pause for a moment and don't take that 50-50 risk. But essentially, enjoy yourself, but enjoy yourself safely.
Following the news that Canada has now become the second country to legalise cannabis for recreational means, Emma Lee Hopkins and Ollie Ashmore rolled up into town to ask locals their opinions on legalising cannabis in the UK.
On Wednesday, Canada legalised weed, with expectations of having $4.5 billion coming back into their tax revenue. In Falmouth today, we got people's opinions on this and their thoughts about this happening in the UK. What did you find out today?
Well, as I was going through Falmouth Town, I got some reactions from various people from different ages, some younger, some older, some students and some not. And the surprising thing to find was that I couldn't really find a negative attitude towards the decision made in Canada, nor to the idea of perhaps legalising it here in the United Kingdom. Now, what I did find was that people were less interested in the advantages of having it and the tax revenue, and more so from the benefits to the individual. So, you know, the medicinal purposes and how it can help with people suffering with such things as severe chronic pain, depression, so more like things mental health wise, that kind of thing. So that's basically what I found, and it was interesting that a lot of the older elderly community who, you know, you may think were against cannabis and cannabis use, are actually, though said they would probably not smoke it themselves, quite for the legalisation here in the United Kingdom.
Now, after recent developments involving Truro City and property development company Helical Retail, it's looking increasingly likely that Truro City Football Club could be cancelling their ground share with Torquay United and returning to their home ground, Truro Road, for the remainder of the season. Reporting from the ground is our correspondent, Joseph Macy.
I've come to Truro Road, former home of Truro City, following the revelation last week that they could be making the move back home. Jonathan Cox of Helical Retail has stated the development with Lidl has now come to an end. Truro have been performing poor in the league and sit second from bottom in the National League South. Their game against Hemel Hempstead in Torquay at the weekend attracted just under 100 fans. I'm here with Arthur Parsons, groundsman of Truro City. Arthur, how is the atmosphere different from here to Torquay?
Well, Torquay, there's no atmosphere. You know, you just said that there was less than 100 fans there, but they're not all fans that are going to get behind the team. So you've probably got about 40 or 50 people that get behind it. They only open one side of the ground, so the rest of the ground's totally empty, apart from the directors in the director's box. So there's just no atmosphere at all. It doesn't work. Whereas here, people tend to get behind the team. You get the gate there where the players come onto the field. You get a crowd around there by that corner flag down there. The crowd around there, they give the opposing players hell when they take a corner. Same over that side, not so much at that end. But and behind the goal, they'll give the opposing goalkeeper some real stick, which creates an atmosphere and gives us an edge. And I do feel that there's 2 or 3 games, including Hemel Hempstead game, that we possibly would have won on this pitch, because it's like playing away every game. Every game's away game.
Yeah. They've been performing not very well in the league at the moment. If they did move back to Truro Road, how would that affect their league form, do you reckon?
Well, I think there'd be obviously more support. The new manager and assistant manager we got in are really passionate about it. But the support behind them, as I said just now, I feel that we would have won 2 or 3 games more than we did win, have won. And I think we could have been sort of in the lower half of the table, but certainly not as low down as we are.
This has been Adriana Johns with your weekly news bulletin. Thank you for listening and join us next week for more.